Friday's incident that saw a female motorist sexually assaulted by a group of suspected Bodaboda riders has elicited reactions in the country, forcing the government to order a countrywide crackdown on all Bodaboda operators. According to the Interior Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, a suspect who is said to have been behind the assault has been arrested alongside other suspects. The CS has called upon Kenyans to work closely with the government in efforts to streamline the operations of the Bodaboda industry. And as our very own Grace Akhati now reports, this comes even as a section of women took to the streets of Nairobi to demonstrate and demand an end to gender-based violence as Kenya marked the International Women's Day.
In a bid to curb violent behavior exhibited by Bodaboda operators in the country, the government has announced an immediate crackdown on the Bodaboda industry. This follows an incident that occurred last week on Friday, where a female motorist was assaulted by a section of Bodaboda operators along Wangari Maathai Road, previously Forest Road in Nairobi. According to Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i, the main suspect in the incident has been arrested.
We have followed the matter, as you have noticed very well. We have 16 suspects in police custody. We have increased the number, the net of our suspects, and we want to make sure that we get everyone who was involved in that particular incident and bring them to justice. Because honestly, that is very destructive, not just to the individual who was involved, but that we, as Kenyans, we are better than that, and we all agree we are better than that.
A section of men and women led by FIDA Kenya marched through the streets of Nairobi in a peaceful procession to call for an end to gender-based violence against women and girls, even as Kenya joined the rest of the world in marking the International Women's Day. The Federation of Women Lawyers CEO Anne Ireri called for the creation of a task force to end the menace by Bodaboda operators.
I believe this is such a strong statement, isn't it? Yeah. To address us as women and as families of Kenya, to let us know that we are going to be safe, that if these incidents happen, that the law is going to take its course, and we have seen so much progress already that the culprits have been arrested. We've seen the statement by the Honorable Chief Justice. So we want assurance that women, boys, girls, and men in Kenya are going to be protected by the rule of law, and we will not have impunity going on. So
Dr. Fred Matiang'i has revealed that 16 suspects connected to the incident have been arrested and justice will be served, and also warned of major reforms in the Bodaboda sector, noting that it will crack down all criminals masquerading as riders.
Please support our drive. It is not going to be easy, but we have to do it. This is a journey we have to travel together. Otherwise, we are going to have these kinds of things happen every other day, and we are going to allow this level of impunity to continue. We cannot live this way. That time has come for us to begin the work that we must do in that sector.
On her part, Nairobi Women Representative Esther Passaris asked politicians to stop giving handouts in political rallies, noting that the handouts contribute to violence being witnessed across the country, especially by the youth.
I think we need to change the way we do things. Baba's popularity in this country, I have never ever seen Baba ever stopping to give anyone money when he goes out and he says his message. So popularity is not about the handouts we give to the youth. This culture that when you stop a vehicle or when you stop a person and you rough them up, you will be able to get money, has to end. And I ask and appeal to all our politicians to do that. You know, there is a call to boycott all Bodabodas. I think we need to really have a serious talk. They're a huge industry in this country.
Reporting for Hope TV News Watch, I'm Grace Akhati.